Hey everybody, it's Jason, and for episode 2, we have brought you to our new world headquarters. We figured you'd really like this, so we wanted to get it out early. We are at the Star in Frisco, Texas, which is the world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. And since we share owners, we're going to be building out our world headquarters in this fantastic place. We think it's super cool. Our gamers are going to be working here, training here, getting medical facilities here, eating here. You're going to see some of what we're going to be doing in Frisco, Texas. So come on for the tour. The first thing, in the first place we're starting with, is the press conference room. And this is actually where Coach Garrett or Cowboys coaches and celebrities would do their press conferences. ESPN would be sitting in here, NBC would be sitting in here. So it's a pretty cool room. We want you to enjoy the tour, follow along, and see where we're going to be filming a bunch of the show. These are the famed Super Bowl rings. It's pretty cool. They've got each ring from the respective Super Bowls. When you walk in each day, you'll see who they're playing next. And around is kind of a historic conference room we wanted to show you quick. We have the original conference room table and a lot of the memorabilia from Valley Ranch, which if you follow the NFL, you know was the Cowboys' famed home for many, many generations. Coach Landry and other famous people sat around this table, so it's kind of cool to think some of the conversations that have had this beautiful star. On the walls, there's quite a bit of history. Once again, as I said before, this is a working office, but it's also kind of a living museum, which is pretty cool. It's cool some of the stuff you could find in these old conference rooms. Wait. Another one of the cool facilities they have here at the Star is the TV production studio. And this is where they film content for DallasCowboys.com, a lot of their podcast shows, and different pieces of content. They've got some of the most high-tech equipment and modern facilities you could ask for. So as you can imagine, our goal is to significantly up our content game in the near future. And as we do that and build that out, you're going to be able to follow that along on the series. But we're extremely honored and excited to have all of this awesome, high-tech equipment at our disposal. Obviously, we're going to kind of be working around the Dallas Cowboys schedule, but from what I understand, there's a lot of availability for the studio. And, we hope to put it to good use. Mics are ready to go. We're ready to film shows. These are actually from the stadium, and it's pretty cool to be sitting in here, and I promise we did not stage this. If this is the game, I think it was, and it is, this is the game where compLexity was announced. So you could get this brochure at AT&T Stadium, and they had an article about the Jones and Goff families purchasing us. And it just happens to be on the coffee table here in the studio, where hopefully very soon we're going to be filming some brand new shows for your gaming entertainment. This is one of the other studios. This is the podcast studio where the organization films quite a few of their podcasts. We're hoping to put together some shows for you and be releasing soon using these great high-tech facilities. And here we are on the Cowboys front office executive floor. This is one of our favorite people, Miss Jeanette, that answers the phone for the organization. Got the cool screen here, and what I wanted to show you was this artwork that you'll see featured prominently in a lot of videos and a lot of photos of the Star itself. It's done by Leo Villarreal, if I can say his name right, who also did the Bay Bridge in San Francisco. This entire thing is actually computerized, custom designed work of light art called Volume Frisco that everyone here at the Star is pretty proud of. This hallway is really cool. It's the Nike Star Walk, which memorializes the 10 most important moments in Dallas Cowboys history. It's right down here by the field we're going to show you shortly, and by some of the classic uniforms. Come this way. This is my favorite part of the Nike Star Walk. These are the old Cowboys uniforms, starting in more modern times, going all the way back to 1960, where Don Meredith donned the Cowboys blue and silver. That makes me actually realize one of the things I want to do to get this series kicked off is introduce some of my team. The guys are going to be in the show and helping me build the compLexity dream piece by piece. We're going to start with our general manager, Kyle Bautista.
Kyle Bautista, otherwise known as Beef, is our vice president and general manager. Kyle's been with the company 5 years and has his hand in just about every facet of the organization. In other words, he's basically my right-hand man. He actually went to school to be a veterinarian.
This is our Director of Technology, Andrew Meisner.
This is Andrew Meisner. He's our Director of Technology and Media, and he's been with compLexity for over 10 years. Andrew manages everything from websites and social media properties to the servers and software for the company. Andrew is a chicken wing connoisseur.
This is our Director of Logistics, Scott Ford.
Scott Ford is our Director of Logistics. Basically what that means is he makes sure our gamers get to where they need to be going, our offices are full of furniture, and basically everybody knows what's going on. Fun fact, Scott's bald, and I once introduced him to an auditorium of people as a convict. No, seriously, Scott keeps us all in line. The last thing I'll say is he does love beer.
The back stairs that go up to where many of the people in the organization work is pretty cool because it's framed all the way up with images that is a frame by frame capture of when the actual phrase Hail Mary was born. In 1975, the Cowboys were playing the Minnesota Vikings to go to the Orange Bowl, and Roger Staubach said, "I said a Hail Mary and I threw the ball." Cowboys went to the Super Bowl. Lots of cool memorabilia as you're walking around the area. This is the famous Tom Landry hat, 20 consecutive winning seasons. This is a team meeting room or auditorium where during the season, every morning Coach Garrett will meet with the team players at 7:30 in the morning. It's a pretty cool facility, as you can see, pretty nice to have. And one of Coach Garrett's most important tenets is also one of mine. It's the team, the team, the team. And this is a Dallas Cowboys touchstone that Coach Garrett had brought over from Valley Ranch. The players come down the hall from the locker room, touch this, and go out to practice each day. I think it's pretty cool. It says, "It is a privilege, not a right, to play, coach, and work for the Dallas Cowboys." Pretty neat, pretty cool to be surrounded by this kind of history and this kind of sports knowledge when developing our own culture and really trying to make things in the compLexity organization more like a professional one. 1971, 30-second Super Bowl commercial, $86,000. Next, we're going to take you to Ford Center, which is a 12,000-seat indoor football field, multi-purpose facility built in cooperation with the Frisco Independent School District here in town. So not only do the Cowboys play here, there's concerts here, there's high school football teams from around Frisco that play here, and it's a pretty kick-ass facility.
At 510,000 square feet, there's plenty of room for esports, and we hope to bring it here sooner rather than later.
One of the things I'm most excited about moving here is our ability to increase the level of our player care. A big part of that is we're going to actually be able to eat 2 meals a day at the Dallas Cowboys training table. All meals here are prepared by trained nutritionists, so our gamers are going to be eating the same quality food that the players themselves do. This is the Cowboys by the numbers with some cool stats. Most notably in my mind, we recently changed this from 15 to 16 as Mr. Jones is now in the Hall of Fame. Some cool information on this wall. Some original scouting reports. Here are the actual notes taken on Troy Aikman before he was a Cowboy. Pretty cool. One of my personal favorite things that we're gonna have access to now is a super cool state-of-the-art gym for all our employees and all of our gamers. Fitness has long been one of the more overlooked things, in my opinion, in esports. And not only are we gonna have proper nutrition from the Cowboys training table, we're gonna have access to the medical doctors, the same doctors that work on the pros. And we're really going to try to up our game and the game of esports, quite frankly, when it comes to player health, player treatment, and player nutrition. Look for a friendly neighborhood compLexity player on the bench press next to you very soon. Behind me are the actual fields where the Dallas Cowboys practice. One is a turf field and one is a natural grass field. And of course, they also have Ford Center where they can practice an indoor turf. I've been sitting in meetings and Mr. Jones will come in and land in his helicopter right between these two fields. It's a pretty unique place and pretty exciting to be a part of. One of the things you'll see on the public tours, if you're ever here, you can take a tour, is The Trade. October 12th, 1989. Herschel Walker for the three men who would bring the Cowboys a few Super Bowl trophies. I figured the best place to end the tour would be in the Dallas Cowboys War Room. This is where the draft picks are called in. This is where young stars become highly paid NFL, famous professionals. Feels pretty esports in here with all the technology, and we figure this is the best place to wrap it up. If you'd like to tour the Star, there are public tours. Anytime you're in Frisco, definitely come by and say hello. We're super excited to be building our future here, not only with this incredible facility, but more importantly with this incredible organization. Our gamers, our managers, everyone involved with our gaming family is super honored to be involved with this organization. We feel super privileged and fortunate to have all of these wonderful facilities and resources at our disposal. Make sure you come and visit us sometime. The 2018 draft is right here in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium. And check out the show. We are going to be filming our adventures around this campus and around the world, really. We want to hear in the comments below what you'd like to see, what you don't like to see. Tweet at us, comment. We're going to be reading all of it. Thanks very much for coming on the tour, and we hope to see you in an event and online soon. They told me I could order pizza on this thing.
Thank you very much for watching. We'd be honored if you'd give us a like and even subscribe. We look forward to seeing you again on our next video.